Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here, and I'm doing a threefer today, a triple threat. It's Scrap Backwards Monday, and I'm using items from my Scrap Backwards kit. I'll show you those one by one. And it is Premium Sketch Monday at Scrap-A-Sketch, so I'm using a premium sketch from the March sketches, which are awesome as usual. And I can't show you that because it's available by subscription only. I'm also doing Calvinball, and I'm going to, for the purposes of this video, I'm having a few back issues this morning, which is why I'm up at 4 o'clock. And so I'm going to go as far as I can with things that are already on my desk that I don't have to get up and go hunt for. And later, if I feel like it, and before I publish it to the Calvinball site and tally my points, I may throw a few more small Calvinball point embellishments on it. So I'm going to use another of the embellishment clusters that we made in a Discover and Create class, and this contains elements that I had some coordinating pieces from the same collection and some coordinating collections in my Scrap Backwards kit, and then all of the other things are scraps and things that I had in my kit. So obviously I didn't have that embellishment cluster in my kit yet. The sketch calls for some strips, so I have got some strips that kind of are bringing out the color scheme that I want, kind of matching the embellishment cluster. The background is a very subtle map paper that looks like it's had some gesso or some other mixed media kind of over it. It's very neutral. I'm using it as a neutral, and again, I thank you, Sharon, for sending me those lovely papers, because this is one of them that I almost felt like hoarding because I love it. It's just got so much to it. I'm probably going to end up covering a lot of it, but I'm kind of trying to decide if I want this up top or down here. I have another strip that could go here. There's, in the photo, Ava has a an easel that is also, when it turns around, it's also a chalkboard, and she loved playing at that. And this kind of looks like script on a chalkboard. And I'm going to go ahead and put this down. This is from, I think, Color Study. And it's one of my favorite papers. I've used it as a background a lot because it looks like a neutral, like black cardstock. Vicki does a lot of, well, this is Bella Boulevard, I guess. She does a lot of patterns that can be used as neutral backgrounds. The pattern is not enough to be a problem with that. So, excuse me. Sorry about that. I'm going to place this on the page, and then let's see how the photo goes. I think I want it like this. I want this wine-colored cardstock piece to bridge the gap between the pink and the green there. It contrasts nicely with both. And then I want this to kind of go where it's just right there in the corner. So I'm going to move this over a bit. and then I think my adhesive is on the foam that's underneath it. I love the pink alpha there. I'm not going to put this on foam because I want to slide it in so that this tag is along one edge of it and this is along the other edge. Let's see if I want them to go all the way up to the actual photo. I think I like that better. Okay, that's the hard part, folks. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to do I wanted to add some, I like the blues that have been brought out in the cluster. I didn't really have any of those blues anywhere else on the page. So I'm going to tuck this. This is a branding strip piece from the 6x8 paper pad, and the scale of the stripes is different from the scale of these black and white stripes. And then furthermore, I'm going to overlay that with this, and I am going to put foam behind this. Let me get a piece of foam. It's strange working in the dark, and I apologize for the dark picture that you probably have. As you know, I can't get out of the house or like physically do anything until after I've had my surgery, and so I haven't fixed the light situation. And if I turn the lamp, like the overhead lights on, it washes out the picture too much. I don't think this is parallel, and I'm probably gonna fuss with it for way too long because so much of it is going to be covered. I'm thinking that's good enough. And then I'm going to do this. And I have a floral cluster that I fussy cut. Do I want it here so you can see? I think I'm just going to put it kind of off to the side. So that means I have to have some foam under it. I'm going to use one of these, hoping they still work. These are from a set of scrapbooking supplies that I have been very generously gifted by my former daughter-in-law. They were her mother's, and way back in 2008, when we moved here after I retired, she gave me some of her mother's things that her stepfather wanted to, he was willing to give away. But he kept a lot of her things, and they brought over, he just passed away recently, and so they're kind of cleaning out his things, and they've come across these supplies and have given them to me. And among them were these pop dots. So let me do, this is a dinosaur. It's a Stephen Duncan dinosaur from Toy Box, his Toy Box collection for Cartabella. And I had fussy cut a bunch of those. All my fussy cut stuff is fair game in this whole deal. I have this shamrock. We get a point for a shamrock. This shamrock was made by, it was one of the shapes that's available in my word processing system. And it, let's see. I had scanned a piece of mixed media art. I think this was a gel print, and I dragged it in and snapped it to that shape. So I have that guy. I get a point for glitter, and on the back side of this little baby squirrel piece, there is just the tiniest bit of glitter. So I'm bringing the squirrel in. This is a photo of Ava, and she was called Baby Squirrel. Okay, I'm just going to put that there so that the tail stays curled up. Okay, I have a, and by the way, the pop dots work, and they probably date back to the late 90s. Most of these supplies go back that far. I'm going to put this is a flare with a little hedgehog. It's from Dottie About Flare, or the Flare Hut. I'm going to put it right there because I'm going to put this little gnome kind of right here on the camera. There's a little, when I was handling this and putting this this cluster together, I tore the camera right there. So let me get a, I'm gonna actually just use a pop dot. It's easier than pulling off the tape. These are thicker and better quality pop dots than I have seen in years. They come out of the backing easily, and the backing itself comes off of them easily. So there, that's probably thicker than I wanted, but it's on there. It sticks. I have a photo corner that's kind of in a good color. It's kind of the right color for here in this corner of the photo. It's cut from purple paper from Color Study, and the filter I used here makes the rug look, the rug does have a lot of kind of rosy purple in it. It really goes nicely with this the maroon wine color purplish stuff. Okay, I'm gonna put, I fussy cut a couple hearts. I'm gonna put them up here and just use a little bit of glue. I'm gonna stop here. I'm probably gonna add a few things. I know for sure I'm gonna add a lace doily because I get a point for lace and a point for doily. And I probably will add a few splatters, but I think I'm going to stop the video now. You get the idea, and just since you haven't seen the sketch, I will tell you that I remained fairly true to the sketch. It didn't have this cluster, but it had some of the elements, and had I been working, without Vicki having designed this cluster and teaching it to us in a class, I might have come up with a cluster that had some of these elements in it around the photo. So I feel okay using it. I might repeat. I'd have some fussy cutting to do, but I might try to repeat that flower maybe somewhere down here. Let's see what I've got that I could do that with. Maybe this one right here, and I'm going to quickly cut it without any of the little tiny bits that take so much time, and I'll show you what I mean. I think repeating that down on the other side of the page in the opposite corner really will make your eye follow a nice path to get there. And when there are so many colors and patterns going on, having it kind of quiets things down to have something that's primarily grayscale, the black and white and gray. And I love the pattern of these flowers. I have at times colored them in because then you can match anything that you have going on, but I actually mostly use them in black and white. I'm just gonna go ahead and put a little liquid glue here and kind of tuck it in like so. And then this kind of rises up above that. I will channel my inner Sarah Miller House and cut the petals to the center so that I can kind of curl them up. I will pinch the leaf, and there we go. I do have some, well, I don't need my Nuvo Drop glitter because I have glitter on this little squirrel. I think I'm going to call it quits at the moment. Check out the finished pages page on, or all my finished pages on Instagram, Scrappy Kathy Y. And I will be putting this in the Scrap-A-Sketch and Scrap Backwards, and I'll put those on those Facebook pages. And I'm going to also think I might have gotten some problems straightened out on my Scrappy Kathy Facebook page, so we'll try to put it there, and I'll have it in the Calvinball gallery. So thank you for watching, and I appreciate that you're all out there when I'm having back spasms at 4 o'clock in the morning. So bye.